was during a race across America in 1984 by a guy called Jim Elliott. But the invention went no further at that point than helping him to finish fourth. However, a couple of years later, the coach of the US national downhill skiing team, a guy called Boone Lennon, who was also a bike racer, rethought up the concept. This time, though, he worked on it with a friend, a guy called Charley French, who just happened to be an engineer at a fledgling skiing company called Scott Sports. The very same Scott that's now prolific in the bike industry. So the pair made their prototypes out of wood, proved their concept, and then moved the idea forward. Patents were filed, and in 1986, French himself used a pair of his aero bars to win the over-60s Ironman World Championships.
The inspiration for these came from downhill skiing, and you can see the position I'm in now is that of a skier, albeit on a bike.
Road cyclists were hard to convince, which doesn't sound like us, does it really? Slow to adopt new technologies. Anyway, it was 3 years later when Boone Lennon himself went to the Tour de France and managed to convince Lemondy mid-race to try his new aero bars on the final stage. And the rest is history. Legend has it that Scott sold 100,000 pairs of these the very next year, and Charley French, who is now 96, is still driving around in a Lamborghini.